Alright guys, let's go. Up here in the top right side, the young gun, the French, what starts with F? Oh my god, pig. Mental blank. Mental blank, proxy racks from the, I'm trying to think of an animal that starts with F. The fart monster. The French fart monster. It's Team Liquid's Clem. There is really something wrong with my brain today. I really need to go out for like a jog or something when I'm finished streaming this tournament today. His opponent in this best of 5 semi-final is Nice at the bottom left side. And Proxy Rex to kick things off now. Nice is from Taiwan. He can be very cheesy, guys. So we'll see what goes on. And whoa! That is a pylon. Now that is going to stop him from walling off the way he wants to. He can still build a depot there, but then he can't build the factory there to finish the wall off. This will allow Nice to rally a Zealot across the map, and he's already chrono boosting it, so he might even go 2 Zealots. Very cute. Second pylon in the main. Nice is going to delay his Nexus a fair little bit, and still, that shouldn't really be delaying the next unit because the Cyber Core is not ready just yet. Now, Nice is actually going to build a gateway in the main! Oh my god, it's the SOS special! Haas also like to do this. This is so cute. Now, Clem is actually pulling too many SCVs, I think, to deal with this. Oh, he does start a factory. He's pulling plenty of SCVs, but there is actually no cannon rush. I think Clem might be thinking it's a cannon rush, but there is no cannon rush here, mate. Just trying to depower this as hard as he can. The Reapers are actually rallying home rather than going in to kill probes as well. I mean, it's a huge commitment from Nice. Don't get me wrong. He's wasting a lot of minerals. He's trying to build shield batteries as well. What the hell? The Reaper's here. It's going to fight the Zealot. And it looks like these SCVs, as long as they just focus things down, yeah, he can just kill this Zealot. Oh, he even gets the surround immediately. And he only loses 1 SCV. Absolute smackdown. Nice. You got to give this up. There is no way you're going to get any more damage done here. The Reaper will focus that probe down next. He's got to kill that probe. Why is he not focusing the probe? That's going to let him build more batteries. This is kind of wild that he's not focusing that. I guess he just says, hey, I'll get rid of the pylons. And oh, he stops the Adept. I thought that Adept was going to get out for sure, but the Drilly Boys actually have pretty decent damage. 2 Reapers and an Alien, more than a match for this Adept. The Taiwanese cheesy boy is absolutely not going to get what he needs done here. Finally, the probe goes down. And oh, an Adept pops out. A Reaper falls. Another Reaper almost dead as well. Hellions are still building, as are Reapers, but they're rallying from the other side of the map. And he will be able to kill that Reaper if he focus fires. Clem a little too slow to pull that back. You know what? The SCVs, man, they're fighting hard. They're fighting well. Units lost tab looking so good for Clem right now. Look at that units lost tab in the top left. And the pylons continue to fall here. It's going to be Reaper Alien and a ton of SCVs versus another Adept. That Adept will be able to get 1 SCV. It won't get anything else, though. Another Adept comes forward. Nexus starts behind this. But look at that. The Hellions say, get out of here, dude. You're not going to get any more kills. You need to leave, bro. And the SCVs are back to mine. And keep in mind, Clem does not have an expansion. He has a silly amount of gas ready. He's going to send this home. And he does actually rally a Reaper into the base. He'll see the shield battery. And he'll go, okay, can't really do anything there. Never mind. Sees the expansion. Sees the extra gateway at home. And should be able to get a probe and then leave. Very nice. So, 3 Hellions, 2 Reapers out. Cyclone's on the way. Where's that command center? If you're going to go it, you need to start it real soon, mate. And look at this. Very cheeky play from Nice, guys. He's hiding to Adept, so he wants to come in and kill that SCV when this Hellion Reaper comes across the map. The Hellion's not all able to attack that right now. And the Reaper goes into the main base, but of course can't really do any actual damage there. Oh, can get 1 more probe and maybe get out of there. Nice is pretty good micro though. Yeah, good micro by Nice. That Reaper goes flying. And the Cyclone will lock on to finish off that gateway. So check this out from Nice's viewpoint, guys. He's just going to wait another 20-30 seconds. And then he'll shade in on this natural, I think. Trying to kill his own pylon is Nice right now. To let himself out. He's down 3 workers. And the command center is almost finished. This looks really good. And yeah, he waited those 20-30 seconds, assuming Clem would go across the map. But Clem did not, guys. And so Clem is more than ready for this. One of those Adepts will die instantly. And the other Adept, maybe get an SCV at most. But no, Cyclone cleans it up. Easy defense so far for Clem, who's got 2 Cyclones, 3 Hellions, a Reaper. building a Raven. He's going to start transitioning into the extra barracks now. He can build tanks out of the factory for safety. And Blink has only just started. This is a massive lead for the French player. And he's looking really, really good. Fox! The French Fox! Clem is not that sly, though. Clem's just really fast. I guess Foxes are fast. Yeah. We can't call him the French Phenom because it's the Finnish Phenom is Cyril's name. You can't just take other people's names. Unless it's like Cheese King or something. It's like a title, you know? Occasionally someone takes a title off someone, but Finnish Phenom, French Phenom, we can't use that one, guys. This is a really good handling, though, by Clem. I was like, oh, I think he's pulling too many SCVs, but it was actually the perfect response. I was not expecting shield batteries inside the base. I thought it was more of a distraction strategy. Turns out Nice was committing super hard. Checking out what's going on here, seeing what's happening. Third Nexus. And he takes it at the front as well. Blink is almost ready. Hellion comes in and checks for this third base. Clem is not expecting the other third to be taken. So this could definitely work in Nice's favor. Just the fact that Clem won't realize what's happened. Stalker's guarding the edge of the main as well. I gotta say though, nice economy. I mean, he's still not saturated on his natural. Ugh, his main's gonna half saturate, half run out of minerals in about a minute and a half. Thank you, Fizz Serpent. Appreciate it, mate. Alien's gonna run in. Okay, we'll see the third base, but no probes there just yet. Clem's got to feel pretty good about that. Looks like he cleaned up a hallucination there. And he's got +1 stim shields on the way. Double medevac production will be starting up soon. Of course, he is fully saturated. He's ahead on workers. He's going to be way ahead on army. And when he pushes out with his 3 racks, it should be a killing blow. Nice is going to go 4 gases. He's going to go Templar Archives. If I were him, I'd think, well, what's a good comeback ability? Psystorm. And I would basically just try and play no Forge. And he's going, what, 6 gateways, 7 gateways? I think that's more than enough gateways, honestly. I don't think he can afford to produce off 7 gates. He's going to go 8 gate. Yeah, I think I'd go 6 or 7 gate, and I'd rush Psystorm and as many High Templar as I can. And then I would just try and play it from there. But he's already invested in things like a Robo. I feel like there's things that are nice things to have, pun not intended, that he's invested in. When you're this far behind, I don't think you can do it. Looks like he's playing Zealot Archon as he's warping in High Templar, but hasn't made Storm just yet. Yeah. He's going to try and defend with Zealot Archon, but, I mean, look, this army's already knocking on his doorstep. +1's on the way. Clem is just pumping out so many units. These Stalkers will disappear. Oh, and he misblinks the Stalkers from both sides and loses 3 Stalkers for no good reason. Nice here with a very crazy opening, but the French Falcon. Oh, French Falcon, that's perfect. A bird of prey, a savage. Feedback on the Raven. Cool move by Nice. Unfortunately, he loses the High Templar to a lock-on from the Cyclone. Double Cyclones adding some cool poking and prodding power. Their ability to lock on, pull in, move in and out. Very annoying for the opponent to deal with. That shield battery here does heal a lot of the damage, but battery overcharge will run out. And at that point, that's when Clem's going to stim for the win. Shield battery's gone, stim for the win. And, I mean, Nice even comes out to him. But Clem can just overwhelm that. He doesn't even need the tanks, bro. The Cyclone will fall, but very few bio units will. Zealots coming in a handful at a time. And Clem shutting down the cheese and smashing it. GG, well played. Game 1 victory to Clem in the best of 5 semis. Great start to the series, looked to be aggressive, and immediately switched gears to the defense to stop his opponent's cheese. This is Team Liquid's Clem. Maybe not fair to call it a straight-up cheese, it was definitely a reactive cheese, though, from Good Game Gamers. Good Game Gamer, who is very good. He's from Good Game Gaming. This is nice. I'm not even kidding, guys. GGG does indeed stand for Good Game Gaming. Bloody legendary, if you ask me. Gateway on the way. Clem's going to hide his barracks outside his main, hoping to bait an overreaction from Nice. Nice, though, ever the gambler, is not going to scout. He is just going to go, nah, no scouting this game. I scouted last game. What's the chance you proxy racks me again? Pretty unlikely, so we're not going to do it. Ooh, thank you for the comment. Someone in chat saying Flo just had a great game on his stream. Make sure you remind him to to send that one over to me if you think it's really good. Yeah, don't spoiler me. I like to be surprised by those flow games. Having a little break from the flow files at the moment, just because I'm not doing any YouTube content for a few weeks while Dot's been taking some time off. Enjoying the simplified content schedule for a little bit. We'll get that YouTube train going again soon on the main, or the non-Pigcast channel, the Pig channel, the original channel. So Clem, you can see he kind of scouted down here, just went to scout with the Barracks SCV. Factory on the high ground. It's a double gas build, but he's pulled 3 off gas, 2 off one gas, 1 off the other. So I think he still wants to go command center on location, and seeing a Nexus up pretty early, that's probably going to convince him to do just that. Does see a quick chrono on the Adept. He knows it's Cybercore first, and he actually knows there's going to be an Adept coming across the map. Well, if there's anything convincing you to maybe not go for that command center, that might be it, because he knows the Adepts are going to come straight across the map. Otherwise, why would he put his shield battery down this early? The idea of the shield battery is the Adept can leave, and even if a Reaper jumps in, you will be able to just keep your probes alive with the shield battery. Stargate does go down, Adept shading across, not the fastest possible shade, but it will be heading over there. And as long as he keeps building Reapers and Hellions, I think Clem's fine to deal with this. So I'd like to see Nice be very cautious after this shade, and really just don't throw these Adepts away. Otherwise, I see Clem winning with the first 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion dive. If he gets 1 or 2 Adept kills, it's going to be huge. That shade is forward, man. This is way too aggressive for Nice. Clem's micro is too good. He ain't going to lose any units here for free. The Adept does get inside the base, but the SCV kills it! Oh my god, it's Sergeant Drillbit himself. 1 kill on that Drilly Boy, and immediately puts the starport down. And as I said, guys, you throw Adepts away, they're going to come across that map hard and fast. What have you got to defend? Okay, he does have a second Adept. If that shield battery can finish, you'd be okay, but it's not ready yet. He's got to shade backwards here. He's got to shade backwards when they start running in. Uh-oh. He's already taken so much damage. Nice use of the range advantage here by Clem. Oh, he loses one just before the healing gets in. Now, we did see one of the Terran units go down as well. And there is a shield battery in the main, so I think as long as he picks up one of these Hellions, he should be fine. A little slow on the pickup. He's waiting for the other Phoenix so that he can actually kill the units, I guess. Does lose just 2 probes, and you know what? Good handling from Nice despite losing one of those early units. And the French Falcon does deflect the early pressure, but doesn't really get much damage done himself. He's going Cyclone Viking into 3rd command center. Very quick 3rd command center behind this, but it's not hidden. I would have loved for him to pop it up there, because the longer you delay your opponent from seeing that, the harder it is for them to respond. And guys, that might be a dead Phoenix. It is. Ooh. Real good start to the anti-air defense. Now, Clem, even with the 3rd CC, can still posture and go for the 3rd. Because, yeah, you don't have as much Marine production. You can see he's taken some breaks from it. 2 Cyclones, 2 Vikings. Repair up the Viking. Repair up the Hellion as well. Repair the Hellion, bro! Doesn't even care to repair the Hellion. Disgusting. But yeah, he can go. So you see 2nd Viking will pop soon. He's going to go do a little bit of pressure. He sees no 3rd there, so I'd like to see him go to the right side. Just try to pick off a Phoenix, force some more unit production, maybe make him overreact. Unfortunately, when he gets over there, he's going to find that Nice has had 3 gateways this whole time. So, but Nice isn't using those gateways. Nice is being really greedy. Nice made 3 gateways so that he has production, but he's not actually used the production. The Reaper does go down, but look at this. He could focus down that shield battery or get out of there. Okay, no. Bit of... No Marines? Where's the Marines? Only 3? I mean, I said he skipped Marines. I didn't realize he was that low on the Marines, guys. Ooh, not a good fight here for Clem. Clement is taking some big damage. Viking will kill that Phoenix on the disengage. I mean, I say the disengage, the dead engage. Phoenix much faster than that Viking. The Viking could try to land, but the Stalker Adept is right there. It's a great fight for Nice, and I mean, committing to a pressure while going 3rd command center, it's very cutesy. Like I said, he could do this and try to force units, but that's it. He should not have been running up the ramp in there and hanging around. He needed to run in, scare him, and then get the heck out of there. So Clem, he skipped a bunch of Marine production, but he pushed as if he'd never missed any Marines. He was maybe 6 Marines shy of where he could have been. If he had 9 or 10 Marines instead of 3 Marines trailing behind the army, that's a very different fight. As it is, though, Clem kind of playing as if he was doing no command center, straight into the 3 racks after the production. It's a weird path. And normally Clem likes to be aggressive on the edge of over-aggression. I always criticize him for that. I always say it's his secret sauce. It makes him hard to play against. Also means he sometimes steps into the crocodile's jaws, you know? He goes, oh yeah, well, no one else would step in here. You'll never expect it. And you're like, well, Clem, you know the crocodile just had to close his jaws and that was going to backfire, right? Sometimes he does make that mistake. But quick fourth base for Nice. Very cute response here, guys. He said, you know what, I feel ahead. I'm going to take 4 mineral lines, maybe 70 probes in total, just all on... He's got 4 gases. He's not mining from this one, though. So yeah, he's going to go up to 10 gateway, just mass charge lot, and I don't think he needs to go past that. Now, just the one thing we want to see, we've seen a few Protoss players like Zest earlier, basically just run their zealots around in a ball. I mean, this base is so exposed. If you attack from over here and from over here with half your army, and a prism goes in the back and warps in zealots, it's nearly impossible for the Terran to deal with. Now, I like that Clem saw his drop get spotted, so he immediately unloaded it. He's pushing right now. Oh, I mean, his army's smaller than his opponent's, but Nice is not tracking his army. His Phoenix were not where they needed to be. Oh, Nice has been a bit too weird with his army movement. And he's got so little anti-air. 4 Stalkers and only 2 Phoenix. The problem Nice has right now is he's basically playing Mass Zealot. And he's taking a 5th! Oh my god, he's gonna go hostile. He should really be making Blink with this, though. If he's not gonna keep making Phoenix, guys, he really should be making Blink. But he's just gonna basically play 4,000 Zealots. Now, if Clem maxes out, it doesn't matter how much economy you have as the Protoss, how many upgrades you have, you will lose. If he maxes out on Bio, Ghosts, Mines, those units wreck Mass Zealot. Now, 2-2 starts. He can chrono those again soon after. Marine comes in, sees a 4th and a 5th, and Clem immediately has to realize, holy shit, my opponent's greedy. He drops a 4th command center. His armory's already on the way. If I were him, I would start Widow Mine dropping right now. When your opponent's this greedy, Widow Mine drops can be a great way to do big damage, but look at this. Nice realizing that. Cannon in the 3rd. Cannon in the 4th. He doesn't have one in the 5th yet, but I think that's only a matter of time. And he's replaced the Observer sitting over the army. I think at this point, Clem is saying, just batten down the hatches, lock everything down, secure everything on the ship because we're going into a heavy storm. We're going into a heavy storm and there's going to be endless money and zealot capability from my opponent. But you know what? If I max out, it doesn't matter. And like I said, guys, Nice, he doesn't need to go up the tech tree. That was when he was just going to go on 4 mineral lines, 70 probes. He's gone to 92 probes. He has to add splash damage. He's got so much money. Drop 2 gases, a Robo Bay, and 2 Robos. Right now, he could go into triple Robo Disruptor. If he doesn't do that, I have no confidence in him winning this game. He's not set up for run-bys with his Zealots. He needs to be trading with his opponent. Nice is not playing this style correctly, and I know I'm being harsh, but he is not playing this style correctly. If you make 92 probes, you're not looking for one big frontal fight. That's what the Terran wants. These Zealots are a bit too slow to get across the map. He's going to have to give up at least 1 or 2 bases. Zealots are going to go in now. It's just he should have hit this so much earlier. Already, Clem's knocking on the door. This is a big problem for him. That being said, Zealots are in the base. Oh no, they're not actually attacking the right units. Battery Overcharge helps him out. He's got a massive Zealot flank. Does Nice from the right side. The Battery Overcharge helping out so much. He set off most of the Widow Mines, but a few massive Widow Mine EMPs there. Zealots doing some damage on the 3rd. It looks like the Prism got cleaned up in the main base. Clem's army's still alive, guys, and that's the most important thing for him. He can send the SCVs back. He's sending his army down now that he's cleaned up the Prism. Army on the left side can pick up and leave at any moment because Blink's just started. The problem here for Nice is this is kind of a risk-free engagement. Clem, just leave. You just pick up and leave. There's no Blink. There's no reason for him to be fighting. He's taking Archon hits. He should not be taking Archon hits. Clem, and he's killing some of the Zealots. +2 armor really working well for these Zealots against the +1 bio. 2-2's not quite finished. Planetary's not going to get up in time. And you know what, guys? He should have already realized this would be the case, and he should have cancelled that, I believe. But, oh, he's going to try to do it with the EMP. He lifts it now, so the Zealots at least can't land it. Widow Mines do get some decent hits, but a bit of friendly fire on that one. Does take out a few of those Marines. 4th base survives, though. And remember, Nice did lose a Nexus. Still on 90 probes. I'd love to see him expand to the bottom right at the same time. More Zealots coming in, and that one will just get some good splash damage. A few more SCVs will go down. 3 3s on the way. So right now the upgrades are even. Give it another minute and a half. That's when those upgrades are once again going to turn in the Protoss' favor. Nice is adding Storm. He's adding it a little late in this game. And I think he's got to keep doing these Zealot run-bys for another minute or so to keep Clem back. Because, once again, if Clem maxes out right now, he's got a much scarier army. When Storm Drop comes in, that could definitely help. How many Vikings we got? He's already got some Vikings. Ooh, he's already got 2 Vikings, guys. Wait, did he just cancel them? Oh, he canceled the Vikings, actually. Never mind. Oh, those Vikings would be huge, because 2 Vikings plus EMP handles the Warp Prism pretty well. He's going to scan over here. He's looking for the army comp. I think he wants to know if there's Colossus or not, does Clem. +3 attack does start up for him. Doesn't prioritize the armor just yet, and that's with very good reason. He's just trying to weather the storm. He knows there's a very big low-tier army still on the map for Nice. Nice is going to limp into higher tech, but just 1 Robobay is not enough. Remember, he should be taking 3-4 gases at a time. He's got almost 100 probes, and he should be going for 3-4 Robos at a time. If you're going to play the big economy game, play the big economy production game to match that economy. Zealots from the left side, not going to get much done. The Widowmine's cleaning those up. The Zealots on the right doing good. Don't know about this fight. Yeah, that felt like not a good trade. There are about 15 Zealots for 7 SCVs. And not really finding the killer damage. Nice. He wants to try to catch this army with the big Psystorms. He's got a 6th base on the way. He's adding plasma shields as well. I mean, his macro is pretty on point. He does drop... Yeah, there we go. That's that double robo I was talking about. I would have gone triple. But Nice is a much better player than I am. I'll stop criticizing because this is such a sick style he's playing, guys. And I really do love it. Such a giant economy. The moment he got a bit of momentum, he just took so many edges. Oh, nice Prism Micro, keeps it alive. The Zealots need to pull out though, and he's got to watch out because there is a drop on his side of the map. Nice here, trying to handle a few different things at once. That drop on the right could do some big damage, but there's cannons in those bases. Archons, Stalkers, Zealots, just endless waves. The 3-3 upgrades, amazing here. I think Nice still has another Psystorm, and that could cover his retreat here, but retreat it's going to have to be, as that army does get cleared up. He kills 19 more SCVs. He's going to warp in. Did he just warp in 14 Zealots? My god, he's got 14 warp gates, guys. But he doesn't have any High Templar. He didn't rebuild High Templar. Guys, after a fight like that, the first thing you rebuild is High Templar. Otherwise, you don't have Storm. Massive screw up. And he built his Robos at the very front. Oh, these Stalkers do distract. That's very good. Anything to lure him away. These Robos. He's trying to go Colossus, not Disruptors. It's definitely not a bad idea, especially with his 3-3 upgrades. It's just, will he make it there in time? Viagra's on the way as well. 3 Colossus coming out, 101 probes versus the 69 SCV. Terran, I really feel that if Nice had swung in with some mid-game attacks, going up to the 90 probe economy might have been, an easier win condition after he'd done some damage to Clem. But because he didn't really touch Clem up at all in the early stages, Clem still has a big economy as well. He's got a 5th base up. Bad fight for Nice. This is not a good fight for him. He's got to pull out of there. Widow Mines plus EMPs, clumped up Zealots. Now the Colossus are here. They've almost got range. It's still not a good fight for him. He's still got to be real careful. Stay near the batteries and do not go out into that. He's got 3-3 versus 3-2 upgrades. He's got 2 Colossus here. The third one should be waddling down. Indeed it is. He's going to go for it. Another big EMP lands. This Bio Ball microing its heart out. But I actually think Clem's going to get overwhelmed, and losing this army would be disastrous for his chances in this game. Because can he defend a counter swing? I don't think so. Nice still has enough money to make Zealots for days. A lot of these drops are going down, guys. 1 more. Okay, 3 medevacs are alive with units in them. 2.5 medevacs full, so about 25 supply of units. 2 damaged medevacs that are empty. A few Widow Mines still over here. That base looking a little oversaturated. Remember, these bases mine out pretty quickly. You're spending so much money as Nice. You actually do need to keep expanding. And look at this maneuverability. Phoenix being built. The whole army's just sitting on that right side. He EMPs so that he can't recall. Chad game removed from Clem. EMPing the Nexus. And he says, hey, dickhead, no recall for you, mate. Colossus comes over and it's going to sacrifice its life for this one. Ooh, that sucks for Nice, man. Does lose a Colossus as well. That's gonna. He's got a 5th Colossus popping out, so he's still going to have 5 Colossus. He was going for 6 before. What a psychopath. I really feel like Disruptors or Immortals would be a good addition again. He's still maxed out. 103 Protoss army supply here. He's got a Stalker there, but only one of them. Man, these medevacs are so weak. Clem knows he wants to shoot that Phoenix down if he can. Does not want to lose this army right now. A couple probes transferring did get taken out by these Widow Mines. They get cleaned up. Oh, this fight. This game is crazy, guys. This game is absolutely crazy. The Zealots getting on top of that bio. But, oh, Widow Mines. Good shots from the Widow Mines, and Nice. His army is in disarray. He's got to get out of here. He's already bled off his front line before the fight even starts. Pull back. Nice has crazy money. He should keep Zealot run buying. He's got to keep doing multiple attacks. When you get to this economy, you want to play it like a Zerg. Do Baneling run buys. Do Zealot run buys. He actually gets a good little fight there. And there's only 5 Vikings. I mean, maybe he just feels like, hey, you don't have the Vikings. And actually, that's the second starport only now building. Nice might be onto something. I'd love to see a sentry in here for Guardian Shield. It could be game-changing in these big battles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is base number 8 on the right side. I'd love to see another base on that left side as well, as nice minerals are crazy. I'd also like to see him take a few gases. It's hard to get that balance going correctly in this scenario. You would rather have more minerals than more gas, because it's the Zealots that are constantly expendable, being kind of thrown away just to distract your opponent, take little trades wherever you can. Clem has been the more efficient player in this game. Does that matter though? Not necessarily. Big EMPs landing on the Stalkers. Some disruptors do go out, but a good pickup by Clem. Dodges them completely. The planetary anchoring his position. And I got to say at this point, do we need blink DTs? How do we get to that next step? He's going to lose a Colossus on the withdrawal through the choke point. Stalker's being a little bit afraid here. He loses an Observer and another Colossus going to go down. Nice. A little bit derpy on the army movement there. Disruptor moving forward as well. I know he's got a lot to manage right now. There we go. Zealot run by on the right side is going to do nice. Some very good ability to put some pressure back on Clem. You can click on that command center is what I would go for there, because that is a kill that cannot run away. SCVs in the base, at least 6 or 7 will go down. He's going to try and push this base. Crazy move. Nice does not have a big army here, and that may throw this game away. He's gonna get the planetary, but he's gonna lose his entire army for it, including a lot of gas-heavy units. This is a dangerous move, but wait, Disruptors on the high ground, making it very hard for Clem to chase here. You gotta get out of there though, nice. You have to get out. He just killed 12 SCVs in a command center, but remember that Clem, as long as he just lands this extra command center he had, he's still okay here. Nice is still fighting him out on the map. He's got another disruptor shot ready. The Stalker's starting to focus these units down. The Zealot reinforces endless off this giant 14-gate mineral bank. The 14 gateways for Nice might just be enough. He says, I can't really fight you toe-to-toe with equal units. Your micro is too good. Your Terran units and that way you use them is too good. But I swamp you. I'll swarm you. I'll go over and see if I can overwhelm you any which way. Warping Zealots on the back might be a justifiable way to fight this right now. Losing this base is really big though. That move from Clem. Moving in there takes such confidence. I would never have the balls to do that. Clem though, a braver man than me, takes out a base at a very crucial time. Meanwhile guys, we've got extra gateways, cannons, batteries in the bottom right. These 2 bases are getting workers transferred to them. Keep an eye on that income tab. It has been 10 minutes of almost pure Nice advantage, with Clem just taking the lead for a second there. +2 plasma shields is now starting up as well, going to help out all these units on their first section of hit points, the blue section. I mean, it tends to get EMP'd out of here, so it's not the most important, but it is what it is. Disruptor's unable to connect there. A ball too far, Clem says. That one's a ball too far, mate. Getting a bit too slick for your own nuts, as they say. That's a saying, right? Yeah, didn't just make that up. I made it up. Zealot Stalker pushing through the middle. A big ball on the SCV line. Great positioning. Nice has got him. Middle base goes down. Worker count goes down. Clem was trying to defend by attacking, multi-dropping, keeping Nice back, but Nice here handling the chaos that he started so well. And that man has a lot of practice with a 100 probe economy. That was actually beautifully played. Well done, guys. I really thought he was going to screw the pooch. Nice showed great flexibility, and he absolutely exceeded everything I said and showed me how to do it. So well done, Nice. Absolutely awesome strat. All right, guys, let's go to game 3 in the bottom right. This is Clem. And his opponent going for an exceptionally early scout straight across the map to get Harassy. We've got Nice, good game gaming, Nice, good, very good gamer. Top left of the map. Oh, interesting barracks positioning over here. He wants the safe add-on, I guess. Not in the wall off. Very, very good idea there. Clem is going to send an SCV to scout by the looks of it. What's he doing? Oh, he's playing 2-Rax Reaper. He said when the probe was here, he pulled the SCV from the right side of the mineral line so that Nice could not see that get pulled. Very, very cute there. Very cute. Oh, but he's going to see it. Yes, he does. I was like, there's no way he doesn't see that. Let's go to Nice camera, guys. Nice should realize pretty soon on that minimap. He hasn't really looked at it yet, which tells us Maybe not. Oh, he's going for the SCV. Gets it. Clem, sleepy Clem. The French Falcon may be a little sleepy. Still gonna go for the Nexus, but it is after the Cybercore. 2x Reaper opening. It's not the biggest commitment. Thank you, KS Tenor. Dude, you gotta watch more StarCraft. One of the best games to follow. We appreciate it, dude. Reaper coming on forward there. And looks like he's gonna stop at... Yeah, he's gonna stop at just 3 Reapers. I think having it scouted, Clem's like, yeah, we'll just go 3 Reapers. Dance around, put on some light pressure. We've already forced a shield battery in the main. He doesn't know that, but he can probably assume. And another shield battery will go down in that natural as well. So, thing is, Nice is respecting it. And at this level, you can often just show aggression. It gets scouted. Don't lean into it too much. And because your opponent's going to do the proper response, you can kind of just you know, oh, okay, that's fine. Build the reactor, get a few Marines, build a tech lab next. We get a factory started here so we can then get a starport. And who knows, maybe he gets a probe or 2. Doesn't look like he'll be able to. Oh, he's going to lose a Reaper if he doesn't watch out. And does get out of there. Well done. But the Adept's going to be annoying. Oh, Adept beats 2 Marines, guys. And it's already going to kill the SCV before the fight even starts. Does need to try and recall if he wants to keep it alive, though. Drilly Boy says, taste my drill. Oh, Sergeant Drillbit. No, the Marine did get the last hit, but Sergeant Drillbit rejoining us for this game 3, trying to join in the fight as he does. Stim's on the way. It looks like this will turn into a 2-1-1. So 3 Reaper into 2-1-1, not a bad way of doing it. Yeah, the barracks in this positioning is pretty good, guys. Makes it a little harder to move in between your base, but does protect that add-on. And Reaper's going to dive in the main. Now, here you can try to bounce the probes away from the battery. If you bounce a probe from here to there, it's out of healing range, and you can quickly kill it, but with the Stalkers there, he should be just fine. Chat's pointing out that the barracks was here probably because that probe got in just before the barracks went down, so it was blocking the normal positioning. Which is why Clem had to go. Normally you'd have it 1 space up, I think, if you were doing this. Instead he had to build a 3rd depot to complete the wall off. So yeah, just a slight adjustment there. Building these depots a bit ahead of when he normally would. Reaper's still looking for openings. They haven't found anything just yet. And this Blink 3-gate 3rd base, I mean, this is a pretty solid play from Nice. And there's no real follow-up aggression. Let's see if Nice can confirm that. If he sees the tank popping out, that would be really huge because that's a potential sign of aggression. And you can see actually just a single medevac building. Really feels like Clem wants to do like a stim marine push. Oh, he spotted it. Look at this. Oh, Nice loses the hallucination before getting any real scouting info. Very well done by Clem. He just kind of spots that moving out with the Reapers and is like, yep, let's not let you see anything. Shield battery on the 3rd as well, guys. That's a sign of the fact that he's a little afraid. He's even going to chrono charge? Really? So that to me, this feels a little ridiculous, guys. Nice is going forward gas, right? I don't like Nice build order at all. He's going double gas, extra pylons that aren't needed, and a shield battery on the 3rd, even earlier than I would have liked it. I mean, it turns out it's perfect, but apparently Nice is much smarter than I am. 1 Stalker goes down, 1 Reaper goes down forward as well. He's only got 3 gateways up right now, and Immortal's trying to build. This is a pretty fragile push that Clem has here. Thing is, if you just battery overcharge and fight these units out in the open, you can just kill all the Marines. So Clem can't really force this fight. He's just kind of passive pressuring almost. But this is the reason I didn't like Nice build, is these gateways got so delayed by all these shield batteries and extra pylons. Look at his supplies. Supply gap is massive right now. Bigger than it needs to be. And, oh, he tries to focus down the warping in Stalkers. Gets 2 of them. But he loses quite a few Marines for it. Oh, nice pick up there trying to dodge a projectile. Didn't end up actually dodging anything, but I like the idea. 3 racks are now up, guys. Shields is on the way. Lots of Marines rallying. Another tank, and this one's going to really force Nice to fight. Nice still has battery overcharge available, and he is going to use that very well. The tank there actually unsieging. He wants to pull it back. He's like, oh, there's an Immortal here. Fuck that noise. And he's got to set off the barrier. He hasn't set off the barrier yet. Okay. Oh, and charge zealots as well. Great cleanup. that Immortal and just a couple of Zealots change things. But dude, the Stalkers get taken out. Oh man, I thought that was going to be a wipe in favor of Nice. Remember though, his extra 3 gateways only just came up and he's just lost all of his Stalkers. Units lost tab, very important to look at. It's actually in favor of Clem. And remember, Clem's also got his 3rd halfway done. 4th and 5th racks on the way. Now this is his first engineering base. So keep in mind, to do this build, he did skip upgrades entirely. That's kind of okay though, because so did Nice. Nice doesn't have any upgrades. He's going Templar Archives. Thought about adding some gateways there. Decided maybe not the most important thing. And he's up a handful of workers, but definitely needs a bit more info. Now, if Clem spots that and kills that observer, this would be really good for just shutting down Nice vision on the map. And, oh, Nice sieging it up in a bit of a lazy position there. I mean, I don't mind you sieging it here, sieging it over there, but right in front of him, a little bit too obvious. And Clem shutting Nice's map vision down. Gateway is going up to 8-way now. We've got Storm starting as well. But yeah, the double gas on the natural is the other thing that I was kind of weirded out about. If you're going charge, aren't you going more mineral focus? I do feel like Nice, just because this build was hard to figure out what was happening, because the hallucination got sniped, all these things meant Nice was not quite clear on what was happening and had to play a little bit middle of the road. And if you can make it hard for the Protoss to read what you're doing, it's hard to shut down those pushes when they do come. Zealots going into the main. Clem, he's already reset his rally points up here. He's going to go for a big old Zealot warp in. Nice way to play it. Does that Widowmine track onto the Prism there? Yes, it does. Manual targeting there to make sure that shoots the non-combatant unit. Zealot in the natural as well. Already 7 SCVs. Time to leave, I think. Yeah, good recall. He could even just pick up some of those Zealots and save them if he wants to. And the Prism will get out on that right side of the map as well. Don't go in for another warp in. No. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Get that out of there, nice. Big army at home, he's got Psystorm. He's making a 2nd Warp Prism to be used as the cage for the High Templar to drop out of their little armored transport, armored personnel carrier. Gonna drop those into combat and use those storms. And honestly, right now, this feels like a very scary army for Clem to deal with. I almost want him to drop the Immortals on the siege tanks rather than the storms. The thing is, Nice now goes back to probing. I kind of want him to just try and break this. I think the Widow Mines are what's scaring him. There's so many Widow Mines peppered through there, and a Viking, and a tank spread. His observer sees that this is actually really hard to engage into when you factor for all of that. Zealot drop will go towards the main base, and the Storm drop getting ready at the front. So I think he's still going to go for a bit of an attack, but he does have a Forge, a 2nd Robo, a Robo Bay, and a 4th Nexus. So Nice is going to try to hop into the macro game, but he'd really like to ambush this army or jump on the 3rd and kill the workers there. Zealots in the main will get cleaned up. The tanks push back the Zealots there. We've got a single Marine being a nuisance. Zealots in the main don't do much. Vikings going to shut that down. Look at this micro from Clem. Look at the way scoot and shoot, scoot and shoot. He says, you can't leave. And the Prism goes down. Ain't really finding nothing. Nice is now going to drop here and storm this mineral line. That could be a huge move. But he's got to be careful to make sure he rejoins his army before too long, or he won't be able to storm this army on the move out. And look at this, he's already said, oh shit, you're moving out. And he's turned around and he's saying, no, more important to deal with the army than to do a bit of economic damage. This fight will probably decide the game, and he needs big storms. If he could storm those Widow Mines right now, it'd be huge. I feel like Nice is coming in a little too slow to this. Watch out for these Widow Mine explosions. They could be massive. The Zealots do spread out pretty well, but you know what? They set off every single Widow Mine. Not bad. And okay, check it out. Warp Prism on the left side of the screen. It's retreating. He's saying, look, let's get back to the shield batteries. There's no battery on the south side of the space. A lot of these units are heavily damaged right now. This is so dicey. This is so dicey right now. He's just going to zone. Nice. Not going to be brave enough to take the fight. And that gives Clem control over the 4th base. That's a disaster. He's got recall available. He should be recalling those probes. He's going to try and jump on it now. He's got some balls in here as well. Doesn't land at all. Storms coming in. Hits his Zealots as much as he hits the bio. There we go. Some decent storms. But all those High Templar go down, and Clem just moves in from all sides, annihilates that army, walks through the storm, and says, I am one of the few Terran who doesn't mind a bit of bath time. I come out the other side, yeah, a little bit polished, a little bit smooth, but that's okay. Takes the 2-to-1 advantage. Very nice for Clem. He only needs one more game to go into the grand finals against the monster Zest that awaits him there. It's Team Liquid's Clem. Bottom right of Blackburn. His opponent in the left side, this is Noise. And I don't know if Nice is going to be too happy about this map. He definitely can't play that 100 probe style that he did on Was it Glittering Ashes? You could do that on 2,000 Atmospheres, Glittering Ashes, those big maps. Lots of areas to kind of move your zealots around, do run-bys from. Blackburn's a bit too contained. Those pushers are going to push down through the bottom, and they're going to be at your base before you have much time to do any run-bys. And even if you have some zealots on the top, well, they can only really come from one direction, so it's too easy for the Terran to wall them out completely. It's definitely a little odd. Neither player scouting super early. Hold that. Nice is at least going to check for proxies out here. You can see he's actively microing this, just looking for that. And he's actually going to turn it around and use that to go Nexus before Cybercore. Ah, nice greedy opening. He'll be very happy if Clem skips the Reaper and goes straight Marine or Reactor here, as that means he won't be losing a probe. Whereas if a Reaper starts up straight away, that'll be a problem. As I say, that Cybercore goes down. Okay, so he pulled the probe back just earlier than needed. Never mind. And that's good for him, because the Reaper is indeed starting up, and that did start 8 seconds ago. Yeah, right on 127. Very nice. That's a very early Reaper for Clem. That should be going across the map very quickly. The question is, so you go this way, right? I'm pretty sure you go hop down there is the fastest way to get across. Nice, showed some cool flair earlier in the series. I think that last game wasn't too bad either. But getting caught, honestly, it felt like he was waiting for Clem to move, waiting to ambush him. And then right as he picks up to go do the storm drop, Clem moves out. I mean, that's kind of unfortunate, you know. He chose, obviously you can say, well, he picked the wrong time, didn't he? It's pretty stupid of him. He should have gone straight for the storm drop. Then he could have pulled it back in time for it. Hindsight is 2020. Us being in the God seat, God vision, seeing everything that goes on, you know, that also is 2020. Much easier to make the decision for us. Point out what he did wrong than it is to make the perfect decisions, especially when you're up against one of the best Terrans in the world. Reactor after Marine, factory on the way, very standard opening, second gas coming down here as well for Clem. And that shield battery in the main is going to keep him back. Stargate, great scout for Clem. You can see here that second adept was so late. Oh wait, that's the third adept. Okay, the reason he didn't have an adept is because this adept is going across the map. It's not a very quick adept pressure though. I really feel if you're going to invest in a shield battery, you should be over here so much faster than this. This is not a very quick bunker, guys. This is not. It's actually slightly late, I would argue. I don't know. I feel like especially these 3 Marines aren't very quick either. He's going to come and fight. This is Clem. Now remember, an adept only has 4 range. Marines have 5. And nice SCV pull so far. He's going to have to pull that one as well, I think. Good micro. Good micro on both sides. Adept doesn't take any permanent damage, and no SCVs go down. A Reaper there. Obviously loses a fight to the Adept, but it's got combat drugs, so it does a bit of damage. Can't take any more hits, though. Got to be careful. Nice. I'd love to turn around and kill ya. Phoenix first opening up against Cyclone into, once again, very quick third command center. After such a long time of people always going for the quick just Cyclone Viking pressure, I love to see the quick third CC, especially since he's skipping the starport. That Phoenix, it sees everything. No starport, no production on the factory means there's no aggression coming out. Oh, also, hey, you've seen the third command center. So this is the same scenario where, remember, Nice decided to go super greedy 4-base style, and this time he's going to go gold base is his plan. But he gets caught going to it. Ah, Clem, you're so annoying, so annoying. Does he still insist on the gold base? I think he does. But I actually think he's going to go Glaive Adept Phoenix this time, guys. I don't think Nice feels confident in a straight-up game. And yeah, he's already building quite a few gateways, and oh, he's accidentally building that with the wrong probe. Bit of a derpy derp from him. The thing is, against someone who's building 3 racks like this, you have a kill timing. Yeah, Glaive Adepts, there we go. Really, really good choice, I think, here to try and just surprise him and kill him. So check this out. Hero tried this earlier today, same map. But that was against 3 racks, and that was with an earlier gold base as the natural expansion. It's a bit of a different one. The kill timing is before stim, shields, and +1 finishes. So notice the engineering bays there. He's going to start +1. He'll start shields. And the thing is, often the Terran moves down to take this third, start mining from it with some tanks, some bio, and they do that just before stim, shields, and +1's finishing. And you've got glaives, and you've got 20 adepts at that point, and you just shade on top, you pick up the tanks or the cyclones, the widow mines out of the ground, the important units, and then you just kill them. So if Clem moves down to take that third, he could get killed. The question is he aware of that? I mean, these Asian players, Hero and the Taiwanese guys especially, love their Glaive Adepts. They love this. It doesn't scale well. Adepts nowhere near as much damage as Zealots. The reason people like this instead of a charge Zealot attack is you can shade right on top of their army, and it's such a sudden engagement. It's so powerful just for the ability to get right in on top of everything. And look at that, guys. Stim's not done. Neither is Shields. 40 seconds missing. 30 seconds on Stim. 35 seconds on Combat Shields. 60 seconds on +1. He's going to move down there, and he's just going to get wiped by this Glaive because Clem does not have vision. He's like, oh, you went gold base. You're playing greedy. Little does he realize, here comes the Mass Adept, and it shows itself, and it should wipe him. Beautiful shade, and nice. I think he's taking us to the ace match. A devastating move. A fantastic plan. Clem has to tap out there. He's like, I thought you were being greedy. Nice says, no. I was going all in off that gold base. 40 probe adept all in. Beautiful play. Ties it up 2-2. All right, guys, it's all going to come down to this moment. If you're enjoying these games, please click the sub button. I love it. I love it, man. And he's in danger of having his tournament life eliminated in the semis, guys. He's got to be freaking out a little bit. In the bottom left, in the red, this is Clem. His opponent in the top right side, a cheeky bugger. He loves to catch his opponents off guard when he can. This is nice. A good game gamer. Against Team Liquid, of course, for Clem. And he's going to go for a very early two racks Reaper. eBay block. He's planning an engineering bay block. So he goes around the left. And the reason is that way if a probe comes out, it won't see him. But Nice is not scouting, and if you're not scouting, you absolutely should be sending a probe down here to arrive at the natural right around a minute 5, and check if there's an eBay block. Nice. Oh no, he's forgotten about the option of the eBay block. This is so bad. If you skip scouting and then you only go down there at 400 minerals, this is the worst case scenario for Nice, best case for Clem, and it seems like he is calling his opponent's bullshit out here, and he's saying, yeah, look at this, eBay. 75% complete. The probe's like, oh shit. Immediately he's going to go take a third. He doesn't have another option. He knows it's a bit too late to do anything else, man. So he goes for that Nexus. He's going to start a pylon. Could have queued a probe or two in the midst there. He could have gone probe, Nexus, pylon, probe. So slight inefficiency from Nice, but of course he's dealing with what is a disastrous situation right now. And I no doubt his mind's racing about, okay, how do I defend this base and how do I turn this to my advantage? I know he's probably going to put pressure on here. What can I do to counter that? Clem, funnily enough, is actually going command center on the high ground, even after seeing the Nexus. And I guess that's because he went for the eBay, so it's a later command center. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Never mind. It's pretty normal. Did that probe see the command center? Yes, it did. I don't like this command center placement from Clem. I've talked about a lot how if you just build the command center over here, has to float an extra 2 seconds, but they can't see it from there. Personally, I just think that's a better way to play it. You know, keep your opponent guessing about what you're up to. Clem is going to go 3 racks. Oh, that's a very solid way of playing. Big thank you guys for the love. Really appreciate those. Going to give you guys some proper shout outs after this game. But yeah, 3 racks versus what? Twilight Council? No, Robo. Nice is going to go all in. He's not probing right now, guys. It's a fake Nexus. Fake Nexus. He's going to build 3 more gateways and go all in. It's a 4-gate. Oh my god, 4-gate Prism. And look at that, the Stalker intercepting the Reaper. This is very, very good for Nice. He gets it! He gets the Reaper kill. Now, on the downside for him, 3 racks is really good versus this because you're just building a lot of units anyway. And he sees the 2nd and 3rd barracks. Now, this tells you, as Nice, I mean, if you either resume probing and go to Colossus or Disruptors right now, or you realize that you are completely all in. And I think he's realizing he's completely all in, and he's just saying, that's fine. I just have to kill him before Stim and Shields kick in. I need to kill a lot of the Marines before they get those upgrades, because those upgrades are such power spikes. Oh, and the way he's using the Adept Shade to spot the high ground, picks off a couple of Marines. Beautiful play here from Nice. He can keep doing that as well. This is a really good way of setting up for this. He's going to send that Shade forward. He's going to go see if he can pick off another Marine, but doesn't want to lose a Stalker for it. Wise choice to just back off for now. Clem If Clem doesn't get a bunker, he's in big trouble. 1 minute and 10 seconds until he's going to be a little bit safer. In the meantime, though, 6 Stalkers and Adept. And what's he going to warp in, guys? I mean, Clem's coming out to him. I think he's gonna try and hide this warp in. And look at that! Oh my god, he's gonna try and use the prism to pick up these units a little bit. There's not many Marines. He can probably siege up for the warp in right here, right now. He's gonna try and do some nice Stalker pickups. SCV's being pulled out there. Time to warp in though. He's got to get that next warp in available. Pure Stalker. He's just going to... This is the blink, no blink build, guys. What do I mean by blink, no blink? Well, he doesn't have blink upgraded, but he uses that warp prism as basically a way of rushing an equivalency to blink out. Notice he can pick up weak Stalkers, pull them to the back, and he's going to keep doing that. Look at that. Picks them up, pulls them to the back. Picks them up, pulls them to the back. The Stalker's not really going down. Now that the SCVs have been pulled, he says, okay, disengage. Let the shields regenerate a little bit. He's only on 27 workers, remember. He's quite all in. He's going to warp in some Zealots. Great for killing SCVs. Very tanky versus the Marauders as well. The Marauders should be able to kill at least one of these Stalkers, but already a Marauder goes down. Another Marauder goes down. Another Marauder is about to fall there. It's deep in the red. Dude, this is so decisive from Nice. The fake expand into the 4-gate prism all in. And guess what, guys? Stim and Shields is here, but he's lost almost his entire army already. The bunker is up, but I think he's going to bust that momentarily. There's only a few Marauders around. Does lose one more Stalker to that Marine focus fire. The SCVs are here. Clem realizes his whole tournament life is on the line. If he holds, then he's okay. If he holds, then he's okay. He's trying to focus down the SCVs, but oh my god, Nice has actually lost a lot of his units right now. He's going to need to get another warp in the main away from the bunker. He's going for more Zealots right now. He's still doing some hot pickups to dodge the damage. Remember that Clem still has the better economy. I know that sounds silly, but remember, he is only down a handful of workers and Clem has Stim and Shields. His units scale much better. Nice did massive, massive damage, but guess what? He just started up an Immortal. And that tells us that he realizes this is not over. But he's still committing. He's got to if he transitions, I think he's okay. I actually think, even though this was so all in, getting your opponent to 20 workers makes this possible. He's got one Immortal coming down, another Immortal, and Nice is just going to keep going for broke. He says, hey, that's it, man. I'm committed. We got to go for this. And he's going to try and pick off some more units. He gets a volley on that Marauder, gets it very low. And these Immortals do such good damage versus this. He's got an Immortal and 2 Stalkers. He's going to try and take some fights here. Wants to bait Stims out. Factory's only just started. There's no healing for these bio units, which is why they're not stimming right now. Because if he stims, Nice is just going to disengage. And with 2 Immortals and even a 3rd on the way, oh, this is going to be really hard for Clem to deal with. He moves forward. A huge mistake. He loses a bunch of those units. And that bunker, oh my god, it takes a lot of damage. He actually pulls back. I think a good pullback for Nice. Baits a stim out of some of the units. The ones in the bunker, one of those Marauders can't even stim anymore. Clem, his tournament life on the line, is thinking about pulling back to the high ground. He's building a bunker there. He's building another bunker down here. That's going to get one shot by the Immortals. Sentries are going to be beautiful as well. Force field on that ramp. Oh, and okay, the SCV is actually still getting some decent repairs off. And you know what? There's no force fields left after that. Clem, though, he uses his stim, doesn't really get to use it. And Nice, he's got a 3rd Immortal here, but no force fields left, no Guardian Shields left. Is he too close to this? Has he moved too far forward? Well, with the hot pickups, the answer is no. He's even gonna build shield batteries off the Prism Power Field and the pylons. He brings the full power of Taiwan, the French Falcon. It's a bird of prey, an apex predator in some environments. But, I mean, this here is the great bug splatter beast of Taiwan himself, Mr. Nice. A guy who is going to confuse you and befuddle you and then rip your effing head off. And look at that, dude. Once again, shield batteries, pylons, off the warp prism. You cheesy bastard, you, Nice. You absolute cheeky mother trucker. I did not think. When Clem was up 2-1, I thought there was almost zero chance. Does lose an Immortal there. Accidentally loads up with the Immortals on the backside. But I mean, there's no way. There's no way. Even with the tank now anchoring this mineral line, there's nothing biting for Clem. He's trying to hang on. Look at this. He's even going to warp in Zealots on the high ground. The battery healing the prism there as much as it can. And he cracks on through. Nice with the disgusting fake expand after seeing the eBay block. But it was confident. Fakes the expand, goes the robo, goes the 4 gateways, and just goes all in. And Clem was not expecting it. He did not have a bunker on the natural. Beautiful, beautiful play by Nice.